Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Go Home Ryan, and today we are watching the official music video for KO by NLE the Great, otherwise known as NLE Choppa. This is a diss track towards YB and BA, or Young Boy Never Go Broke Again, if you aren't familiar with what the acronym stands for. There's some background history between NLE and YB. They've had some beef that stems from really a lot of comparisons in the beginning of their careers, as well as some altercations between NLE and some of YB's artists that are on his label, and as well as just nasty words exchanged back and forth, right? There's some bad blood there, but then at the same time, NLE has dropped a couple of tracks when YB was in jail, called Free Young Boy. So I mean, like, two, and one very recently, actually, Free Young Boy 2, which was released within the past year. It's just a very weird and wild beef. Not really sure exactly what it amounts to, but it does seem like there's some like building animosity. I think NLE probably dropped this just to let YB know, like, yeah, I released two songs called Free Young Boy, but like shit ain't sweet. It's not sweet between us. Know that there's still beef. And so, there's just it's just kind of heated between them right now. So without further ado, we'll just go ahead and hop into the diss track. Apparently it's pretty spicy. We'll see what NLE has to say.
KO, KO, I'm booty, AYYO. Don't step any further.
All right, so before we get into this track, we hear, first and foremost, we have the Tupac sample in here, and NLE shaved his hair to kind of look like Tupac, and is kind of wearing this choker necklace that we're used to Tupac wearing and everything too. So he's really embodying Tupac here. I don't know who told NLE he is Tupac. NLE is building up a massive audience for himself right now. Maybe he feels like Tupac there. The comparison doesn't necessarily feel right. And also, just speaking to the animosity of this too, on this beat, Tupac, excuse me, on this beat, Tupac dropped some like crazy lyrics. If you remember Hit 'Em Up, he dropped some crazy stuff, some crazy lyrics on this track. Dissing folks on the East Coast, and ultimately probably one of the tracks that ended up leading to his altercation in Vegas that led to his death. Hopefully this beef doesn't get that inflammatory, doesn't get that inflamed to where it ultimately leads to people exchanging shots in real life instead of just shots on a record. But we'll see. And then you also hear, just getting back to the track real quick, you also hear the sample. I'm not sure what song it's from, but that ayo ayo on the VIO, that's a very popular song too. I'm forgetting the song right now. If you know the name of the song, please drop it in the comments. But he's got that sample going on too. We hear him sampling it. Just really speaking to hip hop culture, I appreciate that he's a student of hip hop culture, but I really hope that he doesn't take it as far as what Tupac, Biggie, Puff, all of them took it. And Suge Knight, and kind of just stays on the ground where all this belongs. Stays on wax rather than in real life.
I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up. Don't step any further. Ayy, I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up the peace. Insomnia, time to wake you niggas out your sleep. I say I'm on them, they in the coma, it's time to dome them. Headshot goner, you can smell the aroma. Yeah.
All right, okay, all right. So I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up the piece. He said, I like I said before, I know I released that track. I released Free Young Boy 2 not too long ago. but best believe, again, shit ain't sweet around here. It's time to wake you niggas up. We're waking you niggas up. What's that meme where it's like, I ain't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get no sleep because of me, right? That's what he's doing right now. He said, y'all ain't gonna get no sleep because of me right now. I'm shooting the shots in the air right next to your ear while you're laying down in bed, dog. Like, we're coming out the gate hot. I want y'all to know that this is not what y'all thought it was. Crazy. And then he says, headshot goner, you can smell the aroma. He's saying, listen, you can smell the gunpowder in the air. Know that the shots are coming. You can smell the gunpowder. I am shooting right now. And you're going to feel it.
They in the coma, it's time to dome them. Headshot goner, you can smell the aroma. Young boy, what? This the big boy league. I wanna be a gut under the Jesus peace. Last thing that I heard was Jesus, please. Have me looking at the devil like this is your king.
Okay. So he gets in here, he's calling YB demonic. That's a choice. Is saying, hey, you're the devil's avatar. Loki, the Antichrist, right? You know, kind of invoking that imagery. But then also gets in here too and it says like, young boy is really who you are. You named yourself, but this is a grown man's league, dog. This ain't for you because you're just a young boy, and this is for grown people, grown folk. Just coming out hot with the disses.
Fun when a rabbit got the gun, you run. You just a pun on the dick, cut under the Jesus piece. Last thing that I heard was Jesus, please. Have me looking at the devil like this is your king. Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, you run. You just a pun on the devil's chest, boy, you're done. I'm trying to step some blitz, some wet one, stretch one. What you can do, I can do better. Rip y'all all together, all black and some leather. I eat bullets and shit, Berettas. Rifle with my chopper, Winchester. Bet your bottom dollar top shot, a pack of heat. Iron Mike, customizer, I'll put a nigga to sleep. We can bang.
All right, so there's a few things he said in here, but I'm really focused on the, like, you know, the anything you can do, I can do better, right? That you know, obviously that's a lyric that we've heard before. It goes way back. I feel like that was in Annie. Not in Annie. It was in a musical. Started off in a musical, eventually translated into other mediums. Not Annie. I'm not sure what that musical is. Again, drop in the comments if you know. But you know, kind of speaks to what I was saying before about they got a lot of comparisons early on in their career, and I think that created a lot of animosity between them too, because they wanted to differentiate themselves from one another. But you got that, like, anything you can do, I can do better. As like, yeah, they make comparisons, but know that I'm the better version of whatever we are. You know, one of us is the clone, and it ain't me, bro. One of us is the clone, and it's not me. It's not me. And I think that's maybe where a lot of this is stemming from. Like I said before, is that he's really just trying to differentiate from himself, and I think he's done a good job of that. NLE has done a good job of that with, you know, kind of his newer music and who he's appealed to, and just like really getting tapped with his new audience. But you know, clearly there's still enough beef there that he feels the need to address it, cut it up, and serve it to somebody. And I guess we're sitting here open mouthed and ready to eat. I don't know.
This shit out for all the real niggas. Heat, Iron Mike, customizer, I'll put a nigga to sleep. We can bang this shit out for all the real niggas. The house and the field niggas. I'm trail nigga. I rock nation steel nigga. Cut the head off the snake when I deal with him. So it's on like Scarface, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Don Vito Corleone. And I bury all you cockroaches in your homes and catacombs. Throw the bones, I'ma leave smoking. When the smoke
yeah, just really getting here and invoking like the gangsters, right? Who really posted up on their property and really defended themselves and defended their set. And he's like, listen, I want you to know, like I'm ready. Okay, I came ready for war. I'm armed to the teeth. It doesn't matter what you think. He even's got the line in here from the last time I paused too, of like the Iron Mike. I'm out here like, you know, I'm putting niggas to sleep. Like I'm punching, bro. And he drops a couple punches in here too, right after that. He's like, I'm punching. I'm coming out. I'm boxing on this track. I'm boxing your head. You're gonna end up sleep just like Iron Mike. Iron Mike put folks to sleep. You're gonna end up sleep. That's just kind of where he is right now, right? Listen, I'm gonna put all y'all to sleep. And it's just really, just really getting here. Like I'm putting you down for a dirt nap. Talking about burying cockroaches. I'm gonna bury you in your home. I'm gonna bury you in the catacombs. He's the Count de Monte Cristo. You know, like he's like, I'm gonna lead you in the catacombs and leave you there, nigga. There's skeletons in there already, and you're gonna end up one of them. They're in the walls. They're in the walls. They're all around us. You're about to be a part of it. And then he's really getting here. He's punching. I'm with it. I'm with it. I understand.
In your homes and catacombs, throw the bones, I'ma leave smoking. When the smoke clear, cry smoke of tears. It's hunting season on the wall of weird head hunting souvenirs. KO.
And then I'm gonna put you up on the wall, bro, for everybody to see. This isn't head on the pike, bro, just so everybody else can be warned. You are not coming back this way. This is once this is said and done, it like everybody's going to see. Your head is on a pike for everybody to see. Your head's up on my wall, bro. This is you're a trophy now. Like if like forever, you're a trophy now. But then also, it's just a warning for everybody else. Don't step to NLE, because if you step to NLE, just know you're not coming out unscathed, because I got this nigga's head on my wall. That's it's just some tough words. Some tough words.
Hunting season on a wall of weird head hunting souvenirs. KO, KO, I'm booty AYYO. If you cross that line, don't step any further. You step any further, nigga. Purple rain, don't start with 2 Glocks on me, twin flames, trying to bring a demon pain. I'm losing sane. I got a bullet engraved on it, his name clip like a dick dump until it's all gone. That's a sex change. This shit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Man, he is getting it in here. So Purple Rain, we saw in here, he's got the Prince lighting. He's got the Purple Rain in here, appreciate that homage to the late great, formerly known as Symbol, formerly known as Prince. Yeah, I appreciate that shout out to him. I don't know that Prince would necessarily appreciate it, but hey, it's in there now. He's got a bullet engraved. You know how they talk about, like, people will like write the name of the person on the bullet before they shoot them, like, this bullet is meant for you, right? And they take them out that way. That happens. You think about even I know he didn't necessarily mean this, but we got to talk about it in relevant times. Luigi Mangione, and how he wrote deny, defend, depose on a bullet. It took out the healthcare CEO. Allegedly, we don't know if that's confirmed or not. He hasn't gone to trial yet, so allegedly did that. It was allegedly him, but had something written on the bullet, like, hey, no, this is meant for you. This means something. These shots are purposeful. Know that this is not a stray. And I think that's important that NLE say this too, is that so many people, I think, when they drop a diss track, we're meant to infer what the diss is. He's like, we're meant to try to glean what the diss is, but he's like, no, I just want you to know directly, I wrote your name on the bullet. This bullet is meant for you. Yeah, I have not missed anyone else. This isn't a stray. You're not catching a stray. I specifically wrote your name on this bullet. So when it comes for you, you are receiving all of it. No, you're receiving all the smoke that I have to offer. It's coming entirely your way. So just crazy. And then, so he gets it here too. I got Genius open in another tab, so I'm reading this directly. It says, clip like a dick, dump it till it's all gone. That's a sex change. All right, NLE. He's got queer fans now, so it feels like a weird bar. He's got to watch out what he's saying if he hopes to maintain those fans. Listen, I it's not inherently transphobic, but it feels kind of rough. That's a rough bar from NLE Chopper. Listen, and an otherwise like decent diss so far, despite everything.
Rain, don't start with 2 Glocks on me, twin flames, trying to bring a demon pain. I'm losing sane. I got a bullet engraved on it, his name clip like a dick dump until it's all gone. That's a sex change. This shit get deeper than rap. Can't give a fuck about the streets. Y'all wasting me to decease them, so I'm the reaper to greet them. I'm the leg bumps away down, go to fuck.
Okay, so this shit is deeper than rap. Can give a fuck about the streets. There's something else going on here, maybe that we don't have a full recognition of. Maybe that he's not going to speak to in this song either. Maybe he will. Maybe in the there's another verse after this. Maybe in the third verse he's going to speak to it. But clearly, if it's deeper than rap, that means it can get dangerous for both of them. And I hate that, because they're two successful young brothers, and I really do think that they should be supporting one another. Like, you can not like somebody and still be like, listen, I'm not, I don't really mess with them like that, but like we're a part of the same community. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to that side of the street because that's not where my people are. It's whatever, but I know they're down there. And I wish it were more like that than like, listen, I'm gonna have to come and box this nigga like in real life. And we get that too, right? We get this, he's supposed to be Muhammad Ali, right? NLE is Muhammad Ali, and then YB is maybe like Sonny Liston or somebody else. He's about to knock him out. And he's like, listen, I gotta box this nigga in real life. And that's kind of what he's saying, like in this last round. Though this TKO in the corner is a little weird. Like, why is it TKO? Anyway, he's about to TKO him, I guess. He's about to beat him till he can't beat him anymore, and unfortunately he didn't fall down. I don't know. Either way, it's late in the round. We're getting it regardless. These optics. He's showing. He's like, I'm beating this nigga's ass in this song. I low key want to beat this nigga's ass in real life, and I wish it worked that for the both of them. But I hope they stay safe. Truly.
Streets, y'all wasting me to decease them, so I'm the reaper to greet them. I'm the leg bumps away down, go to 4. 10 was the count, nigga, he don't want no more. Let's see who macho for real. Like me in the room with your eye, make your pimp squeal from his grill. I'm gonna cock and let you taste the iron. Blow your head off your neck like a dandelion. Come on, bitch, boy, sugar, honey, ice.
He said, blow your head off your neck like a dandelion. That's... Yeah. Pop, pop, pop. Listen. Again, these shots are for you. They're purposeful. They won't miss, is what he's saying. Man, this is tough. Listen, I'm enjoying it though. I'll say, I think people look at NLE. They look at NLE, they look at YB, they see like, these younger rappers who like really like grew up post mumble rap, because you got the mumble rappers, but they're like really growing up post mumble rap, in the generation like directly after mumble rap. And I think people write them off, just based on like the generation they grew up in and just based on their music and like how it grew out of the sound of mumble rap. But it's still like, I think we have to pay respect to and pay attention to and like actually acknowledge the fact that they're still rapping. They got some bars in here. You know what I'm saying? They're not the most sophisticated bars. They're not hard to follow. It's not Kendrick Lamar hopping on one of these tracks, but this is still substantive. He's still doing a lot of work and it's good work. And so, shout out to him for this. He's doing a good job so far. Yeah. And I hope it stays that way.
He, she, man, bro, I put them leg carrots in your ass. Now he wearing the Colossus T. He, she, man, bro, I put them leg carrots in your ass. Now he wearing the Colossus bag for a pound. I'm kind of side trying to castle him. Man, down. I'm booty out. Clean up on the outright, nigga. If you cross that line, don't step any further. Step any further, nigga.
And then he's talking about the colostomy bag. And he's like, out. He said, I'll put them leg carrots in your ass. Now you're wearing a colostomy bag. Clean up on aisle 3. There will be shit everywhere. Shit and blood. Wow. He's getting it. I just, woo. It's hopefully they both know it's just rap. You hear like these battle rappers, they'll get on stage and they'll say stuff like that. And a lot of them know it's just rap. It's just rap. Yeah, I talked about how I got the biggest gun in the country and I'm about to, but like, they know it's just rap. And I hope they can remember that it's just rap, even though he's, currently in the middle of a boxing ring, in full military gear with other soldiers around him. I mean, there's a lot of animosity here, but I hope they remember. In the end, it's just rap.
Step any further, nigga. You poison the youth, nothing positive you do. You the reason niggas beating bitches thinking that it's cute. You send niggas to do what you wouldn't even do. Role model, you would never fit to shoot.
Yeah, okay. All right. So we got in here. Oh, okay. So one, he's calling him a bad role model. He's telling you're out here doing stuff, or you're out here encouraging other people to do stuff that you wouldn't even do, right? You got a guy in here, he's smoking a cigarette, but it's supposed to be like some other sort of like hard drug or whatever, showing them like, you got niggas on drugs, you got niggas like out here like hitting women, you got them out here doing just crazy shit, and you're a terrible role model, you're a terrible influence on society. And then just crazy that he's got this actor in here dressed up as YB, supposed to be YB, and he's out here lecturing them. But then on the just directly after that, you got my boy in the back. Well, one, you got the guy over here doing exactly what NLE's saying, right? He's like, oh, he's raising a fist to a woman. We're not supposed to be doing that, right? This is clearly negative. You're in here. You're pathetic yourself, right? This is the visual we're getting. You're pathetic yourself, right? You're on the ground kneeling, crying, right? That's crazy. But then we got my boy over here like, you deserve to be taken out. You're a scourge. You're a scourge on society, and you deserve to be taken out. And so we got him with the silencer and the gun over here, and he's about to take him out. That's even though later we do hear the gunshot, so I don't know why the silencer's on there, because that's clearly not what it's going to sound like. But either way, he said, "Yeah, you deserve to be let go of. You need to be got up out of here," is what he's saying, right? Just it's all of this, right? No, on the linoleum floor. Yeah, we're gonna wipe it up. We're gonna clean a little easy clean up afterwards. This, yeah, crazy stuff. This the killing floor. Yeah, crazy.
Even do role model, you would never fit to shoot. Just a nigga with emotion, a red fat bitch. Your aura give me the ick. Niggas like you make me sick. Money, power, guns in a few. Drugged out, crash outs. Make you think you don't want who can lash out. Fuck, benefit of doubt. We all trying to make it out. Try to piece it up with you. You the one that want it clout. Holding on to an image that you ain't really living. Everybody that you rap on, I know who really.
Okay, so I think we're getting in here, and sorry for these lyrics, they're bad at the bottom, and he's invoking every piece of, first you got the prince of R&B, the king of R&B now, because he's invoking Thriller here too, but he just deaded a nigga, right? And he's resurrecting him for this song, so that's kind of fitting that we have the Thriller jacket, kind of homage here, and then the zombies in the background, because YB's a zombie now, right? YB's a zombie now because we just killed him. He's back to life. He's paranoid. And then even if we didn't kill him and bring him back to life, he's out here moving like a zombie because he's like, all drugged up and stuff, talking about that. But I think we're really getting in here, and we're talking about the root of the issue, outside of just the comparison too. Again, in the third verse, so I'm glad he did it. He kind of talked about this. He's like, I tried to piece it up with you, and then you wanted the clout. And you kept doing the things that like made this what it was. You kept pursuing the beef, pursuing the lifestyle, really wanted to put forth an image that isn't really where we are right now. And so that's what we're getting here. NLE's like, yo, I really tried to bring it, I tried to make it peaceful. And I really tried to speak to you and to come forth to you and to talk to you man to man, but now here we are, and you just kept doing whatever you were doing. But so I have to stand on business. I have to drop a diss track, and I have to let you know that shit ain't sweet just because I tried to be peaceful with you to beginning, which is like what he says at the beginning too, right? We get in here at the very top of the track. He's like, I was quiet for a minute, now I'm breaking up the peace. Insomnia, time to wake you niggas up out of your sleep. I'm waking you niggas up now because you thought it was peaceful because I tried to be peaceful with you, but you decided to slap my hand. You decided to turn it down. So since you turned it down, I'm turning the shit up. I'm turning it up, nigga. That's what a crazy time. What a crazy time. Crazy time.
On to an image that you ain't really living. Everybody that you rap on, I know who really get it. Can you feel it? The reaper wanna visit. Judgment day around the corner to create a living. Purposely making decisions to promote more violence and bring more death to his innocent children. When I do it, it's different.
Now, if we learned anything from the Drake and Kendrick beef, is that you shouldn't talk about two things: somebody's children and somebody's wife. And neither one of them are married, so the only thing you got left is kids. You shouldn't speak on any. I know YB's got a lot of kids, so which one are you talking about anyway? that's number one. But two, you shouldn't talk about his kids. That's where things get dangerous, get busy. He also says in here, hey, you're putting forth a lifestyle that you don't actually represent, but I'm also just trying to tell you, I know who really did all the stuff that you claim you do, because it wasn't you. You're not the gangster. It's not you. There's other people. There's other people in your crib, other people in your crew, other people in your posse that actually do the stuff that you're talking about. It's not you. You don't get your hands dirty. Your hands are clean, perfectly well manicured, because you got the money, you got the time, you got the effort. Not you. It's not you. Stop trying to fake and act like it is you. Woo! Ah!
More violence and bring more death to his innocent children. When I do it, it's different. When he do it, it's ignorant. I'm in love with the art. He tearing people apart. Embrace my light and my dark. Why he ain't doing his part? Why he ain't doing his part? Why he ain't doing his part? Man, down. I'm booty. Clean up on the outright, nigga. If you cross that line, don't step any further. You step any further, nigga. Man, down. I'm booty. Clean
Ugh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick before we watch the outro to this video. Um, he said when I do it, it's different. When he do it, it's ignorant. It's acknowledging. We're cut from the same cloth, bro. There's a lot of shit that I say on a record, but like know that it's like purely for the artistic purposes. It's purely for the artistry of it all. But when you do it, you're out here just trying to be ignorant and you're trying to harm people. And that's what he's saying. He's like, look, it's hypocritical. Don't get me wrong. It's very hypocritical to be like, listen, when I do it, it's okay. When you do it, no, that's hypocritical. Very, very hypocritical. But that's what he's saying. He's like, listen, I do it in acknowledgement of like furtherance of the art. Like I'm out here trying to be different, trying to do something new, trying to really like push the art forward. But you're out here just like being an ignorant ass nigga, and nobody needs to put up with that. It's just, well. So let's keep track of the things that he's called him. He's called him essentially the devil's avatar and antichrist. He said that he's a bad influence, a bad role model. He said that he's not actually about the things that he says he's about, that he's not doing the things that he said that he's doing. He said that he's a bad influence on his own kids. Crazy. And then he said that he's a like an ignoramus, an ignorant ass person. That's a slap. That's golly.
Yahweh, Boombaye, NLE, Boombaye, Yahweh, Boombaye, NLE, Boombaye. Clean up on the outright, nigga. Clean up on the outright, nigga.
Okay, like this was fun, and we're gonna watch the rest of the credits. This was fun. It was a good. I mean, it was a fun track. Very violent, but I think that's like it just ends up being the nature of beef when you don't necessarily have a whole lot to say about the other person. If you don't really have like a whole lot that you can like cite that they've done wrong, you tend to resort to the violence, right? Like you can't pull out any personal bars, right? There's nothing personal I can say about you because I don't have enough dirt on you, and I haven't done the effort to collect enough dirt on you to really say anything personal about you. And we don't have that rapport where I'm like on your inside, like inside your circle, and I like know enough about what you got going on to say that like, he's doing dirt, he's doing this, he's doing that. I don't have enough of that to say that. But what I do have are these gun bars. I can say I'm gonna pull out a chopper, and I can pull out the stick, the fire, whatever you want to call it, the pole. I can pull it out and I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna aim at your head, right? That's he's got enough. He's got enough of that. I mean, on the scale of like, this ain't putting anybody down other than I think people that are similar to NLE, right? So like a YB, I think YB could hear this and be like, oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous for me. If YB doesn't respond, which I think he recorded like a video, like a reaction video, not like a full video, but basically just saying like, hey, what? I didn't even say nothing to him. And now all of a sudden he's just dropping diss tracks. Like, I think, like that's a response, but I really think he probably is going to need to turn around, and drop a diss track because that's what the people want. That's what the people want from both of them. But I hope it stays in the music. I hope it stays in the music. And it doesn't get any worse than that. We've had enough of people dying. Too many people have died this year. Too many people have died last year. Too many people have died since the pandemic started. A lot of people have gone. And so I don't think we need any more death or destruction. I think if it could stay on the record, then it's fine. But I really thought this was a good entry from NLE. Just really standing his ground. I feel the type of ways about the Tupac sample, but at the same time, I think that's the energy he was going for. So I get why he did it. It won't ever be that. You know what I mean? It won't ever rise to the level of Tupac. Yeah, I don't think he has that. I think he's working on it, but I don't think he has that ability right now. But I think for what he did, it's a good track, and I'm excited to see what YB has to say in response. If he says anything in response, he may not say anything. But this was a good entry from him. But before we get into the credits, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you think it was a good track? Um, you know, do you feel like NLE really stood his ground here? Because I think he did, but also maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be a little bit too gracious. Because for the most part I like NLE. He's not like my favorite artist or anything, but I definitely have some respect for his music and for his craft, and so interested in knowing what you think too.
Clean up on the outright, nigga. KO.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been Go Home Ryan. Until next time, y'all. Later, Gators.